I am Paul, and I'm a Reformed Nerd. This is session 5 of our Greek playthrough of Civilization 6. And this is really the first time I've sat down with Civilization in, well, since about Civ 3 was the last time I actually sat down and spent a considerable amount of time with Civilization. So for me, I'm actually quite anxious to get back into it and give it another try. So far, we got ourselves established in Episode 1, took over Congo in Episode 2, re-established our cities and modernized a bit in Episode 3, moved in against France for Episode 4, and today we are on the brink of the Industrial Age, so it's time to go ahead and put down some coal mines and start melting that ice. So let's go ahead and see where we're at and get through the first turn here just to refresh my memory of where I left things. Welcome, Big Red. Glad you made it. Alright, so we got Nantes here. Probably could use... I was planning something here. Yes, I put down the mine in hopes I could put down an industrial zone with a nice little bonus. Yeah, 3 cities plus a mine and then a district. Plus 4 production sounds like a pretty sweet deal, so let's go ahead and get that locked in. Alright, I went ahead and just built bought a whole one Big Red. Oh. For some reason my badges aren't showing up in pictures. It just gave me the words. I was like, what the heck? But right at the end of my last playthrough, I went ahead and just bought a whole bunch of builders with gold because I realized there's a lot of undeveloped resources around here, and I really didn't have time to sit back and waste in getting those developed individually. So we're going to just go ahead and get those quarries down and another production for Nantes if I go ahead and put down that mill. Rowan is growing at a reasonable rate as it is, so I think getting that production would be worth it. And we got Joan d'Arc. Creates a relic. Well, I think I have enough generals going around for the passive bonuses, so I'm just going to see if I can find a place to throw her and convert her into a relic as soon as we can. Must have an open relic great work slot in one of your cities. Well, nothing's glowing at me, so I don't know if I actually have a place to put down a relic. What do I need to have to go and... What building can I put a relic in? Alright, I'm going to come back and figure out you out later, Joan d'Arc. Alright, we got... Yeah, this is one of the builders I bought down here, so we'll go ahead and get that spice farm going. It would be like Dune all over again. Finally, you developed some resources. Took you long enough. Yeah, it did. Granted, I'm still being the computer, but even on king level, I don't think that's much of an accomplishment. Prussia, this is probably one of your last acts that you're trying to do here, because you are about to get your butt kicked from the looks of things with Mapuche, whatever his name is. You're offering me tea, which could be nice. And I am carrying maximum amount of iron. I'd be more interested if it was for less diplomatic favor, though. What if I just pop that down to 20? Okay. And I'll even reduce the gold a bit to see if I will sweeten the deal. Alright, yeah, he drops down the gold a little bit, and I reduce it to 20, and I get 1 more luxury resources. Plus, I'm not too afraid of him having iron, because he's so weak that even if he had iron, I don't think he could stand up against my, my gunpowder-equipped troops. Oh dear. Oh, this one again. This is what you get for playing with disasters on 3. Gentle eruption. 4 fertilized tiles. None destroyed. Okay. Alright, I can live with that. I can live with that.
Completing the construction of this building has inspired our policymakers. If we choose to institute this new policy in our government, it could greatly help our people.
What policy and what building? I don't even know what you were talking about there. But whatever. Okay, Joan d'Arc, you can just continue to hang out until I find a place I can put down a relic. And let's go ahead and get another quarry up for you guys here. I like how every time you build something, one of them dies. Very Industrial Revolution. Alright, well, you know, that's not too bad. I'm glad nothing got destroyed, especially with my aqueduct here, because roads kind of depends on that. I built it in the middle of nowhere with no water access. When will you be picking up Universe Sim again, by the way? And also, how much bucks is it in Steam? Because I'm thinking of getting Civ and something else, possibly. Maybe I would just go for Tropico 6. I keep seeing Civ 6 go on sale. So I'd say wait until you see the next big sale. Tropico 6 just came out, so I'm not expecting another sale on that one for a while. So if you want it within the next, 2-3 months, you probably have to pay full price for it. But especially with the new update coming in the summer for Civ 6, I think they'll probably drop the price to get a few more people on board with it. Increase trade routes, yay! Always a good thing for trade routes. Sparta, my lovely capital. What are you up to? I don't even know what you built last time, but apparently it was something good because everyone... Government Plaza. Yeah, I think the Government Plaza was probably it. Should I go ahead and sit down and maybe try to pick up a... Where can I put down? I can put a Forbidden City right here. It's on an undeveloped... Yeah, it's undeveloped 3 food, which isn't really going to be such a tragedy if I lose it. Food seems fine. It's growing at a pretty good clip, despite the fact it's already sitting at a 13 population. So, yeah, let's go see if we can get that Forbidden City. Or wait. Wait. Is that the... Yeah, that's the Forbidden City. Darn. Okay. Well, that's a shame. Hopefully the French finish it quickly, because I just remembered I was planning on stealing the Forbidden City from them. I don't really need to build it myself. They've got the head start on me. So that kind of sucks a little bit. Alright. Library, 4 turns. Why not? I'll certainly take the additional science points. And Kenosis out here on my eastern frontier. I do got a little bit of mountains around here. They're recommending commercial hub or a factory. +2, +3 when powered. And great engineer points. Alright, yeah. Factory seems like it would be worth it. Let's go ahead and get that in. I thought Gathering Storm was the last expansion and they would just add in bug fixes and small additions from there on. I guess we are in for surprises then from the Civ developers. Oh, well, it's not a proper full DLC. They have it on the Steam store. It's called the Antarctic Update. I think it's scheduled for summer. But it's a proper update rather than a full-fledged paid DLC as far as I'm aware. So 2K being 2K, you can never be 100% sure what their plans are. But in this case, I think they're probably being legit. We got Mumbai. Taj Mahal. Could be worth it. Field cannon. I don't know what this means. Oh, I think I started a field cannon and I had to switch off of it for something else. So that was the unrealized potential, I suppose you could say. But, yeah, let's go ahead and get an amphitheater added to the Acropolis. I think that could be a good thing. And new governor titles, very good. 100% tourism from great work of art, music, and writing. I don't think I have one in Sparta. Can construct fishery, reinforced material, waterworks. City gains an additional range strike per turn. Air defense and initiative. That's nice. Arms race proponent. Okay. I suppose I'll go ahead and bring on a new one, I suppose. Which city-state would be most beneficial to get you assigned in? Because I think there's one... Yeah... Granada. I don't like Granada being under the influence of France. But +2 production in every city with a factory building when producing wonders districts. That's not awful. Lisbon will give me one for colonialism. But 2 more plus the one I got in spare would get me up to plus gold in every market and lighthouse building. Ooh. That could be nice. And the Caesarean bonus. Your trader units are immune to being plundered on water. Culture in every amphitheater building for 3. And Babylon plus science in every library building. Well, let's go ahead and maybe get you assigned to Babylon. And you have no Caesarean. You need 5 for that. Or I could even get Caesarean bonus here. Your builders can now make Moai improvements. I'm sure that's not a bad thing, but frankly, I don't care enough to chase that. So yeah, let's go ahead. We'll put you in Babylon for now. So once you get set up, that'll bring me up to 3, and then I'll get that +2 science. Alright, we got some musket men on the borders. Let's just fortify up and get you healed. And yeah, get that plantation for the bananas down. No harm in doing that. And I already know all of the civilizations now, but no harm in going around and doing a little bit of an explore. It's hard to think the initial shockwave from that volcano would at least take down that aqueduct, but whatever. I'm not going to complain about a gentle explosion. Your delicate stellar Georgia has been targeted for a declaration of war by Japan. Japan, okay. There's always rebels popping out around here. Suppose I could go down and maybe eliminate the camp without too much of a bother. But I don't know if I could be... if I should be even troubled with that. If they can get even close to Sparta, it's basically instant death. Oh, and in fact, the city can already perform a ranged attack. How do I activate that? Or is it one of the defensive buildings that has a ranged attack? I don't... Oh, wait, no. City has the ability to do a ranged attack. Not that someone is in range at this moment. Okay. So, in that case... we'll just go on ahead and continue... Oh, crap. I didn't realize that they were literally right next to my builder. So let's just move you down a little bit closer. Let's go ahead and put that pasture up first. I think putting that pasture down would be an equally good use of your time. And this is move the musket men up to protect you. Because I'm not going to be chasing around a builder from here to Kingdom Come looking for a way to take him back. I've already done that once this game, and it was less than enjoyable for anyone involved. Alright, non-test. What are you working on anyway? Industrial zone. I don't think that's going to help with housing, if I recall correctly, but fair enough. But let's go ahead and get that one more production going. And let's finally put this thing out of fire. I think it's been on fire for like a millennia by this point. And yes, it looks like we got that quarry down already. Fantastic. Could go over here and get the production on. But the shipyard is already coming along at a decent pace. How much would it be just to pick up 225 gold? That's literally 1 turn of gold. Let's just go ahead and buy that. And we'll just send you on down there to get 1 more mine up. Have you ever thought of how much it would have sucked? I specifically don't know the name of the job, but the people who would light all the street lamps before the invention of electricity. Well, I wouldn't say it's the worst pre-industrialization job out there, but certainly not a job I would want to take. Especially since they could occasionally explode and kill you. Well, Japan's not been my friend as of late, but that's fine. Oh, shut up, you neon goblin. Not really neon, but that orange is just fluorescent, for crying out loud. And you want my coal? Heck no. I mean, 10 diplomatic points are fine and all, but I already have more than anyone else in the game. I'm not that desperate to get 10 more.
Opera is when a guy gets stabbed in the back and, instead of bleeding, he sings.
That's a cute quote. Alright, what's new with this one? Symphonies plus 4 great musician points. Ooh. Well, maybe I'll go ahead and secure that engineer first, and then maybe I'll plop that one in, because plus 4 is pretty nice, especially compared to plus 2s, because 4 is bigger than 2. Last I checked, at least. Extra culture from buildings in theater squares, 50% if the population is above 10. Alright, well, I already got something like that down for science at the moment. But shifting that over to culture at some point in the game would probably not be a bad idea, especially if I have a new city that I'm kind of trying to keep loyal. But I'll keep that kind of in the back pocket. For now, I prefer to focus on the science. Civics. Alright, let's move on ahead and take a look at what's... 2 turns... I mean, I have no religion. But for 2 turns, that just seems like a free give me. But I definitely want to get that colonialism up. Because as soon as I get that colonialism up, I can basically declare war on pretty much everyone to my north for half the penalty. So 7 turns for that. Sounds fantastic. And speaking of killing, how long do I have to be at peace with the French? Because I assigned a 30 turn peace deal. So 189 we declared peace. And we're currently on 209. So we're already 20 turns in. 10 more turns, so it's 2019. I can go ahead and just finish up my roll-up of France. And great person, where are we looking at? Ah, lovely, great scientist. Triggers the eureka moment for 2 random technologies from the industrial or modern. Reveals oil without the normal technology requirement. Well, that'd be a lot nicer if it wasn't 3 turns away from refining. But, sure, I'll take it. You're probably going to have to be in a... Oh, no, that's Jeanne d'Arc. I don't care about Jeanne d'Arc. Production in Eritrea, alright. What can we take a look at here? Medieval walls. I don't think it's going to be much longer before I'm going to have to go to war with Germany, so that would not be a bad idea. But just let me see if I can find industry... Oh, I didn't get a pick where that went down. Okay. The German guy is 1 step away from looking like a German Lorax. Can't deny that. Alright, let's see what kind of benefits we get. Sanitation, not sanatorium. Sanatorium and sanitation, those words have a very similar route, or root word, but they have very different meanings. Steel has been advanced, very great. And that should have unlocked my ability to see oil, if I remember correctly. So, did I get lucky with the oil gods? Well, it's not saying that I have a new resource in my empire. That strikes me as not a good sign. Or maybe it just won't come up until next turn, possibly? Because I've got a pretty big territorial empire here. I would imagine that I'd have to have at least one oil within view somewhere. Alright, well, whatever. We'll see what happens next turn. After deliberation, John d'Arc chooses to bring their talents to Greece. After deliberation, he chooses to bring their talents to... Oh, well, okay, that's just one from a long time ago that I forgot that I had already read. Oh, only 3 turns ago. Okay, not so long. Tech boost, very good. That mad look on Catherine's face seems perfect to put as the profile of someone on your contacts you don't like. I think I might do that. Well, actually, that look of disdain was just so inspirational for me that I had to use it for the thumbnail on YouTube. I was like, what should I pick for this? I'm like, oh, yes, that is perfect. Alright, so I'm sitting on 6 envoys for crying out loud. Okay. 2 more will get me the production bonus, so let's just go ahead and do that. +2 in every market and lighthouse. Very nice. I'll go ahead and take that too, if you don't mind. And 1 more will get me the Caesarean, but that's just a trader bonus, which I don't really care about. And 1 more will get me plus culture and amphitheaters. So yeah, if I got that many envoys, I might as well send them around and get some bonuses out of it. I don't know why I've been sitting on them for so long. We'll just go on ahead and move up, and let's take the builders too, just so that they're not left behind. Oh, I got another freaking builder? Alright, well fine, you're going out here to the Jade. Joan d'Arc. I don't have anywhere I can put down a relic. Really gonna have to get that going, to be honest. But let's go ahead and fix up that cotton farm that's been on fire since I don't even know how long. Persia, Germany, Granada has declared war on France. Oh boy. France has been the target of war. Okay, so someone went to war with France. I know Germany is already there. Barbarossa. Who's Barbarossa? Mount Napier has been erupting. Okay, that's over there. Athens needs more housing. Yes, I'm aware of that. Granada made peace with Frederick. Granada made peace with Catherine. Catherine and Victoria are soulmates. They must be connected to someone with both of them having the same bitch face. Yes, indeed. Well, I mean, the monarchy over there is always pretty heavily related with each other, I guess is a polite way to say it. I mean, like, most of the leaders of the countries in World War I were all cousins and brothers and whatnot. Alright, well, decisive victory, dead in 1 attack. So yeah, sure, let's just go ahead. Wow. Yeah, that had to hurt. So unfortunately, it looks like it's going to be very hard in this game to discover that the world is round, because there's literally no way through the icebergs to the north or south of this continent. And I'm pretty sure I saw there was also no icebergs to the north or south of this continent. Yeah, no passage down here either. So that means, unless I build a city on the coast over here, or possibly Bordeaux? No, Bordeaux's not even on the coast. So yeah, there's literally no way I can get a boat over here to discover that the world is round. So that I might have to wait for the space age to figure out that little discovery. Marcel? Who the hell's Marcel? Oh, that's her spy. Well, I mean, come on, you can just go ahead and train more spies. Alright, I would do that for any of these. No, you like your little cultural artifacts too much. Renee's? She lost a city? Alright, well... how many more diplomatic points can I squeeze out of you to return your spy? Alright, well, 20 points and sugar for 30 turns for a spy that you could just retrain and send back out against me anyway? What the hell? I'm just going to invade you in 9 more turns anyway and kill you, so... Okay, and you want niter for spite and spice for... fur. Okay, well, that's 1-for-1 trade. So you're offering me 160, 170 plus 10 points for 20 niter. And I'm already carrying the maximum amount of niter. So, you know what? I'm just kind of really cool with the idea of collecting all the natural, or the luxury resources. So I'll do a little deal with the shirtless man. Just stay away from me with those nipples. Now, come on. I literally just rebuilt that. And isn't the aqueduct supposed to protect the city from drought? I'm pretty sure I read that somewhere. Oh, fine. I guess another 1,000 years, and I'll remember to go ahead and put that fire out on that damn cotton farm. So when the ice on the edge melts, you just have created a huge waterfall going into some endless void. You better put Catherine in a boat and send her off to the other side. Oh, don't worry. Catherine's going to be gone well in advance of anything like that happening. No, she still has 2 cities. Unless she lost Paris. Is one of these her capital? Can I see if one of them's a capital? Huh. I'm curious what may have happened to Paris up here. What makes me laugh is one of the Civ leaders in Civ 5 had a globe of the Earth in the background even before the invention of cartography or astronomy. Civ logic for you. They start with the end game in mind. I guess they don't really think about the early stuff. Or maybe they're making a very interesting theory that maybe the Civilization franchise is based 2,000, 3,000 years in the future after the fall of all proper civilization, and this is the rebirth of the world, rather than the creation of the world we currently live in. I'm gonna say that's deep and pathetic, and I'm an amazing man for thinking of that. But kind of trash theory, I know, but I'll take it. I'm not really that concerned with any of these buildings, but getting a little bit more growth potential would probably be of value. Looks like this is going to be the best place for it. Oh yeah, let's just go ahead and work on that aqueduct, sure. And you can head south to kind of take care of that barbarian down there. Now, I would like to head over here and start working on that resource, but let's just go hide behind the musket man. And we'll move down there next turn. So Corinth finally finished with whatever the heck it was working on. I don't even remember at this point. Oh, it might have been the harbor. Yeah, it was working on the harbor. Well, let's go ahead and get an industrial zone down as well. +2 if I kill the cows. Or +2 here. That will hurt my food. But I think I can live with that, especially with the rice about to get unlocked here before too long. So let's go ahead and do the +2. The Civ can move over and take care of the other resources as soon as that gets unlocked. And yeah, we'll just head on over here and get that last one taken care of. Alright, hold off for one more turn, get to a place where you can move. New French city that I'm still having a little bit of a wall defense with. Oh my goodness, you are a genius. That would actually be the ice. Yes, toy or something like that. All I need to know. I think I'll pass, and I'm a little concerned as I thought I was. The discovery of frying.
Of directing the great sources of power in nature for the use and convenience of man.
Yeah, I'm actually glad you mentioned that because, like, my dashboard stream has also been freezing up a little bit. I thought it was just me. I'm gonna tell you what. I'll do you a solid. Sorry, bear with me just a second here. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. Yeah, that's quite odd. Yeah, my Twitch isn't even reloading so I can get to the chat to give you this thing that I was planning on giving you. Alright, well, let me try it on my phone real quick. Maybe that'll do me a little bit better. Da, da, da. Alright, I'm gonna just be lazy and snap a picture of this rather than actually type it out. Alright, in case you actually hear this, Big Red, I just sent you something on YouTube, maybe on Discord for my link to YouTube. That may be a more stable connection, because I'm not sure if it's a Twitch thing or a Reformed Nerd thing. Alright, well, I am still recording at minimum, so worst case, I should probably go ahead and get this moving again. Mount St. Michael, fantastic place, I do enjoy it. Here people discovered a historical moment, the discovery of refining. Yes, but with refining, I know for 100% that I actually have access to oil. And I'm still not getting the notification that I have oil in my empire. So this is really starting to worry me. So, is there any oil in my empire? And if not, who do I have to kill to get oil within my empire? Yeah, I legit do not see any oil. Wow. With as much land mass as I have, that's actually surprising. Modern road is unlocked, upgrading all roads in your territory. 0.5 movement points regardless of terrain. Lovely. So yeah, all of those roads that the traders established, oh, that's Geneva territory, are now in modern tech. Very nice. I would certainly approve of the added mobility. Yeah, and I still don't have chat. So if you are seeing this, Big Red, I won't be able to see what you may or may not be saying at the moment. Scientific theory, 3 turns. I mean, for 3 turns, why the heck not? Sanitation, ooh, flight. Oh, I'm so close to flight. And steel's already boosted. It could get unlocked artillery. Oh, I'm getting really up to the nice fun stuff here. Steam power, 3 turns. And that gets railroads? Oh, yes. I love railroads. Railroads are so much my friends. Let's go ahead and move you down with the muskets. Do you still have a... No, you're out of mobility. Alright, so send envoys. Wow, France is really trying hard to keep Granada on side. Caesarian I can get in 1 more. 3. It would take 2 more to get them on side. Science from every great work of writing. Science. So I would just make the couple of relics and works I have even more valuable, which would be nice. Culture in every art museum, science in every university building. I'm so close to all of the cool science stuff, I'm just going to overload Babylon.
The wicked king pursued the lovers Juan and Maria on his swiftest horse. As he overtook them, Maria flung down her ring, and at once rose up 7 tall hills, and the king was slowed.
Huh. Well, I wasn't expecting to find a natural wonder just by getting access to Babylon's maps, but hey, I'll take it. +1 era score, so yeah, I'm nearly guaranteed a normal age at this point. Natural wonder of Chocolate Hills. How lovely. The English are just kind of chilling out in that little ice cove. And there's still no place I can put you for a relic. I don't really need to figure out what I need to get a relic. Okay, that's Germans. I don't think they're going to ambush my builder. So yeah, let's just go ahead and get that jade. So that gives me 2 resources of jade pretty much automatically. Just from putting that city down and buying those tiles before the Germans got tempted. Germany has pillaged an enemy temple with skirmishers. Oh wow, that did not go well. Select an outcome for world religion. +10 religious combat strength for all units of this religion. All players may condemn this unit of chosen religion, and doing so grants 25. Alright. I'm gonna do this and go after Catholicism just in hopes that maybe I can get the Germans on side from the global community. 100% production towards this district. No building can be created in this district. Well, I mean, I'll obviously vote for it, but I basically built most of my districts that I want to build. I guess I should maybe be able to put down a couple more entertainment complexes. So let's just go ahead and vote for that. Although, frankly, I could be swayed either way for it. Outcome A. Oh, darn. So I probably should not annoy the Catholics, which would be the Germans. 100% production towards city center. That's not what I voted for, but I'll take it. So get the city centers in now for the most part. Rowan needs more housing. Interesting how some people think the Romans might have been able to invent steam power thousands of years before it was actually invented. The Romans had heated floors, early form of plumbing and AC. What didn't they have? Volcano detectors? They absolutely did not have volcano detectors. But yeah, no, I mean, I've been all over Rome. Obviously, even with the ruins, you can tell how advanced they were. So, all joking aside, they certainly were the pinnacle of civilization, which is pretty much the only reason why the Roman Empire was actually able to get as large as it did, because if the people really didn't think that they were offering an upgrade in regards to what they had prior to the occupation of the Romans, they would not have been able to maintain order across the entire empire that easily. So they were actually properly providing a better life for many of their civilizations, or the civilizations that they had annexed, I suppose you could say. You must make an effort at building ships and projecting power across the seas. Whatever. You can worry about your seas. I'm more interested in... Because your deeds promote only darkness and deceit, I will stand opposed to you. Well, what the heck did I do? I didn't do anything last turn that deserves a rebuke from the entire World Congress. Except, you know, vote against Christians. I suppose that might irritate them, depending on their beliefs. But besides that, I didn't do anything. Wonder complete. Mega colossal volcano erupts. Too far away to do much good against anybody, really. But, interesting. Congo and Argos need more housing. And, yes, you probably need a little bit more housing, too. Sadly, City District is not going to do me much good. +3 housing? Well, I guess they needed the volcanoes to heat up their floors. Yeah, you know, those natural springs, they did come in handy for a few things, but I don't know if that's enough to counteract the whole "you're now stone" kind of thing. Okay. This is not even being used by anyone. One production, one food. And it's ugly. So that's a good place for an aqueduct. Why is everyone so angry at me? I haven't done anything yet. I mean, I need 5 more turns before I can kill the rest of the French. The Chinese were also quite the pinnacle of civilization, you know, with gunpowder and fireworks and wontons. Preferably the cheese wontons. I like those. Do you think to intimidate us with force that will not go well for you? Oh, I can't declare war on you for 5 more turns. Why are you getting all worried about that now? They've been there literally since we declared peace.
Science owes more to the steam engine than the steam engine owes to science.
Alright, I definitely need to get some military engineers out just to start.
A waterway where none exists yet. And this new discovery may allow them to build it. You now have the ability to construct canals. A railroad is an expensive undertaking, but it will boost our trade power and the speed of our units along its line.
Alright, that's lovely and all. How much can I as a military engineer? I can't even buy one here. Well, I could probably buy anything in Sparta. So let's head over to Sparta and then see what they can offer me. 680 gold. Well, that's 3 turns. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and buy one. Alright, what do I need for flight? Oh, astronomy, scientific theory, and then flight. I can just go ahead and get electricity in 8 turns. And then I can put down oil and coal plants. Yeah, let's go with the electricity. I definitely would like to see some electricity going on here. Yeah, let's just walk up there and absolutely destroy those guys with bows. Okay, the builders can do something, but There's really not that much left in the... Ah, I found oil! 1, 2, 3. 1. Ah, I might be able to get it from Corinth. 10 turns for border growth. 230. Ooh, I got some oil. Alright, well, I'm glad I spotted that before I wasted that last move from this builder. Granted, that took a huge chunk of my gold. But I want to get that oil and start resourcing it ASAP. More trade routes are available. You know, maybe I should go ahead and buy some trade routes as well. Let's see. What if I go down here? How much is a trader? 410. And maybe over here in Sparta. You can get another one for another 410. But, you know, I should probably hold off on that. I don't want to literally use all of my gold. Okay. Production in Argos. Yeah, let's go ahead and get a trader. That's 5 turns. I can manage that. We got Athens, who can also build a trader, but 11 turns. That's a little bit more long than I'd like it to be. What can I do that might help with production? +4 production for a shipyard. Ancient walls in 4 turns. I probably should build those at some point. Yeah, not really any good place to put that down. So let's go ahead and put a shipyard in. I think you should do flight next. Maybe would be nice to do some bombings in France. They got set of lucky in World War II because they were too beautiful, if you get the reference. Yeah, but in this game, beauty only gets you so far. Oh, you know, maybe I'll go ahead and put down that sawmill just for the production bonus. There's not really much left around here that would be worth it. And that's abandoned, so let's go ahead and move in there the next turn. Pillaged an enemy harbor with a caravel. Angkor Walk has been completed. Oh, I was building the Angkor Walk? I didn't even know I was building it. Where the heck was I building that? Raj. +2 science, culture, faith, and gold from every city-state you're the Caesarian of. Ooh. Well, you know, I could probably pass on some envoys. I'm just going to cash in on all those 4 or 5 Caesarian titles I have. What else is new? Colonial taxes, +25% gold and 10% production in cities not on your capital's original continent. Alright, I don't even know where the continent lines are drawn at the moment, so that's fine. Combat victories over units from earlier eras provide gold equal to 50% of the combat strength. Oh yeah, I'm definitely going to enact that. It's 2016 now. Turn 2 is 16 right now. I need 3 more turns before I can declare war. And I think I can get theocracy done in like 3 turns. So that would work out perfectly. Let's go ahead and set my sip. Oh, they're going to take me up here first. Okay. You need housing. Yeah, you've been complaining about housing for a little while now. Oh, I think this is probably where I was trying to build Angkor Wat, actually. Oh, that was a shame. Panama Canal. Where the heck can I put the Panama Canal? Okay, well, whatever. Taj Mahal, you know, that's fine. Let's go. Definitely 1 turn for an Acropolis, 1 turn for an aqueduct. Oh, because of all of the salvaged. Yeah, that's from the salvaged points from the wonder I got screwed out of. Excuse me. Well, and the only place I can put it is on the cows. Oh, that's unfortunate. Where can I put in Acropolis, though? +3, +3. Well, this is +3, and it's not next to a volcano. So I think that is probably better. So let's go ahead and just put that down. 1 turn, switch that up next turn, that's fine. Choose a civic. Yes, I need a 3-turn civic. Yeah, divine right 2 turns. Let's go ahead and just go that route just so I can unlock the thing that would be nice. Oil rigs would be a nice addition to this game and hopefully not get a 2010 oil spill while you're at it. Well, Tropico has oil rigs, so that's something that they've got on Civ 6. 179 production was salvaged. Very nice. Welcome rainfall. Finally! That means I can rebuild that damn thing. Oh, and they spawned in right in time before I could actually get there when it was empty. But whatever. Even with the river bonus, I should be able to go ahead and take that over quite quickly. And military engineers. Build route. Railroad. 1 iron, 1 coal. Wait. Where did you build that route? Where did the railroad go? I told him to build a railroad, and then he just disappeared. Did he just take my money and naff off with it? I'm going to go to your house and figure out where you took my money. Caesarean. Yeah, 1 more for Caesarean, and I do get the gold bonus for that, and 1 more for Lisborn to get the same status, and I get gold for that. So we'll just go ahead and get 2 additional Caesareans just like that. Alright. And I got some new traders ready. Very good. And I do get bonuses for Fort Batamui. Wow. 27 gold. Can't really beat that. Go on. Yeah, get on with it. Jean d'Arc. Big Red, do you know where I can put down relics? What building do I have to build to have a place to put down a relic? Because I'm tired of having Jean d'Arc just... Or actually, that's not even Jean d'Arc. That's Gian d'Arc. Very francophone spelling, which makes sense. I mean, granted, you know, she was French, but. Alright, let's go ahead, get that oil well down. Plastics has been advanced considerably, very nice. Let's go ahead and get that oil turned into electricity as soon as we can. That sounds like a lovely idea. And then I can start bombing the warriors in France. That sounds like a blast. Well, literally a blast, actually. Hey, and Rome is starting to get to like me a little bit more. I mean, they went from absolutely despising me to only being unfriendly. That's a progression. Let's see. How are my world rankings doing, actually? No, you may not have my only good work for turtles. I mean, I like turtle soup, I guess, but no. France is leading on the culture of victory. I don't like that. Alright, you want 1 of my extra ivories, and you're offering me truffles and gold. And open borders, which frankly I don't really need. You're so far away from me. So how about you keep that? Oh, if I don't take your open borders, you won't give me the deal. Okay, so now you took away the open borders, but you want the same thing from me. offer you 10. Truffles and 22 gold. I can live with that. Frankly, I think diplomatic favor is worth a lot more than 2 gold each. But, and I'm no longer in last place for religion? I guess I'm just getting converted faster than the French are? I believe that an archaeological museum makes sense to me. You should probably start to build one in your theater district if you have a humanism research to unlock it in the first place. Alright, well, let's see. Sparta looks like it's available. Oh, that's not Sparta. Okay. Art museum is a great work of art. Archaeological. Oh, artifact slots. Artifact is the same as relic, I'm assuming. If artifact is the same as a relic, what am I building? I'm building Forbidden City. Oh, I can't get you switched over from a Forbidden City. That would be very short-sighted of me. And archaeological requires an amphitheater building. So let's go ahead and get the amphitheater started in that case. Absolutely. All right, we've got the military engineer. I told him to build... Yeah, I told him to go around and build railroads. Where is he now, and why is he not doing that? So he's just chilling out here. Do I have to, like, move him from city to city and tell him to set up rail networks? Is that how that works? Alright, let's go ahead, get the lumber mill in place for a little bit of added production. And you should be able to eliminate them, and we'll get a couple more error score. Despite the fact those are, like, Divine Right unlocked. Alright, well, fine. That was a little bit earlier than I wanted it to be. So I could switch over to Monarchy. Plus 10% gold in all cities with an established governor. Plus 1 housing per level of city walls. 50 influence points. Monarchy does give me a lot more in the military bonuses, but I do lose 1 economic policy and 1 bonus policy. So I don't think that would necessarily be worth it. Communism looks tempting, though. Additional production. I'm guessing an artifact is the same as a relic. What else could you put it relic in is beside me? Yeah, I gotta agree with you, but that could have been a little bit more explicit as far as I'm concerned. Because I had seen that before, and it's like, oh, I can put an artifact in there. But I've seen no one mention an artifact anywhere else in the game. So I was like, what the heck is that? Okay, Mumbai can unlock one in 18 turns. An arena is a +1 amenity. University, Renaissance walls, all fine and dandy, I suppose. Oh, maybe I should go ahead and get a trader, though, because you're in the north. That's a completely different set of people that I can trade with. No, I want to get rid of Jeanne d'Arc as soon as I can. Let's go ahead and just work on that. Okay, so I got that Divine Right way too early. I need 2 more turns before I can switch out my cards. So let's go ahead and just do a Reformed Church in 3 more turns. That seems quick and easy. And I get more freaking envoys. Dear Lord. I'm just getting them hand over fist at this point. I can upgrade 2 for +2 culture in all art museums and archaeological museums. And that would tick off... Oh no, she's got this one. I would like to knock her off of this, just because that's basically what's getting her close to the cultural victory. +2 gold in every bank and shipyard building. Alright, I'll sit on it until I get at least 1 more envoy, because then I can go and actually get a bonus for those envoys. And all of these damn missionaries. Okay, 20 niter for gold and favor. Not worth it. Sorry, buddy. Japan is trading with Georgia. Whoa, is this like some sort of like wizard fight? That totally looked like a wizard fight. Wow. Okay, that was interesting. So the apostles attack each other with like force lightning wizard powers. That's what it looked like to me. And if that's true, then I would actually convert to one of these religions, because that's a pretty good evidence of some sort of higher power as far as I'm concerned. Just a question I randomly came up with. If you had to play one game for the rest of your life, what would it be? Oh, I would have to say it would be a Total War game. I'm not 100% what Total War game that would be. Definitely not the year 2000 Shogun. It would be one of the more modern ones than that. Maybe like Rome. Yeah, maybe Rome. The original Rome, not Rome 2. Because there's just so much good things in that, and you can hop around and play like all the different civilizations, and you know, you can crank up the difficulty to like insane levels. So I think you could get quite a few years of entertainment out of the original Rome. How about you? Do you have a guess as to what would be your choice? Alright, Euphraeus says growing, 9 more turns until growth. Okay. Yeah, 4 turns for a barracks. It doesn't sound like a bad idea. And I got these musket men just hanging around out here. But it doesn't look like there's any rebellion. Oh, there's some... Oh, 2 oils. Oh, that's tempting. 2 oils and a copper. But you really have to want it, because you have to basically build on a tundra here. So if I built literally right here, I would have some severe cultural pressure going into Germany. Is deer food or production? Looks like a little bit of both. So yeah, if I set up right here, that's 1, 2, 3. I could get both oils. I could get the copper. I could get 3 deer. I could share the jade. And it's just far enough from Hamburg to actually maintain the minimum distance. 1 turn for an industrial zone. I might have to do that. Like, as soon as that industrial zone's done, I might just go ahead and use gold to pick up a settler and get that oil. Because it looks like I literally only have access to 1 oil in the game. And that's a little bit concerning. Tamar has made peace with Hojo, Gentle Volcanic, and Mount Napier. Well, at least it's gentle. Otherwise, I would have really screwed things up over there. Rhodes needs more housing. Nantes needs more housing. Okay, fair enough. Jean d'Arc is just waiting for a place to go and die. Alright, you're gonna just head back and hang out in town, I guess. I would say Civilization 6, but I would imagine I would get repetitive after 50 years of playing. So I'd actually go for an online game in this case, because every game is different. Maybe Battlefield 1 or Overwatch. Don't judge me on that. No judgment, but my fear is, like, all of those online games, eventually they'll shut down the server. and you've got nothing on your computer to play after that server is shut down. That's one, like, I have a few rules when it comes to gaming. I don't do online services or what do they call it now? The live services. I know they don't call them live services, they call it something else now or whatever. But I typically avoid them just because I hate the idea that, I mean, I like to go back and play games from the 90s and like early 2000s. But in 20 years, I can't go back and play like Battlefield 1941 or something like that. Well, actually, 1941 you can. It did actually have a base game, but you know what I mean. And I also try to avoid ones with like overly monetized in regards to like loot crates and boxes and all that. Just because like in my day, you could just buy a game, go home, and play that game forever. I mean, granted, with Steam, it's not that different because they can always screw you over and disappear. Build a railroad. Okay, so I clicked this last time and just kind of disappeared. So what does he do this time? He disappeared again. So where is this like mystery railroad that he's building? Because I don't see anything when I click that button. Oh, well, you got really specific with the last one. I was just assuming that the servers would stay up for a good 70 years in the future. Well, I mean, if there's a guarantee of that, then I definitely would be open to playing a lot more of those games. Because, yeah, that's just one thing I've always loved. Just being able to go back and say, you know what, I have a real nostalgic hankering for this game. And being able just to, you know, load it up on my computer, maybe have to do a little DOS translating, but, you know, it still exists. And I really, that comforts me. Alright, France and Germany are at peace. Have any cities changed hands? Boy, natural disaster. Right. Oh, right between me and France. One damage tile. It's not too bad. And it's turn 2019. And you know what that means. I've been waiting for this for a while. Oh, and that sucks. The damage tile is actually hers. I'm fine with cosmetics and loot boxes, but when it comes down to any pay to win, something like that, obvious advantage is not okay. I'm okay with cosmetics in free or discounted games. My theory is like once you hit that like $20 threshold, like maybe 30, yeah, I'd say when you hit that $30 threshold, as far as I can see in my head, like you lose the right to ask for cosmetics in loot boxes, because you know, once you get close to that full price $40, $50, $60 games, then you should be selling, you know, completed games. Because I remember like playing just Nintendo games and being in it like 3-4 times to unlock different skins, and now it's like, hey, we could do that, but we could also make money off of it. Like, oh well. I'm a little old school when it comes to my gaming, so don't hold that against me. I come from a different time. Alright, so where can I find diplomacy? I want to make sure that my peace treaty with France has ended before I... Oh, wait. What happened with the coal colonization war? I'm gonna do a formal war and wait. Hang on. Because I could have sworn that I was going to unlock a... So what's the requirements for colonization? Hello, colonization. I knew I saw it around here somewhere. Or is colonization a civic? Ah, colonize. Okay, so here we go. Where did I see this concept of... Yeah, I saw that there's something here that you could declare war on civilizations like 2 tech levels below you for a lower number of grievances. Maybe I might have imagined that. I don't know. But I could do a formal war. She did try to denounce me anyways, and that was 5 turns ago. And that would save me 50. Not sure if you the same type of thinker when it comes to gaming as me, but I play games for fun, of course. But I also want to feel like I'm making progress. I can treasure forever, so I agree with your point. To be able to come back to a game and still have it up and running. Yeah. I'm not an entire fan in regards to the direction gaming is going as an overall industry at the time. But no one asked my opinion on it anyway, at least in the industry. So it doesn't really matter if I'm down with it or not. I'm going to take the grievance. I kind of feel bad for her now, the little queen of fish, because literally 471 grievances. Holy crap. Because like as soon as I made peace with her, I took basically all of her money for like 30 turns. So she has like no economy. And then Germany came out of nowhere and declared war on them. And then they got flooded and lost whatever district this is here, commercial hub. And then I decide, you know what? I had so much fun killing you 30 turns ago that I want to do a little bit more of that. Alright, so let's go ahead and get the battering ram moving in. Musket man, very nice. And I suppose I don't really need you here anyway. Oh wait, you're not even fully healed yet? Oh, maybe you took damage with the flooding. Quite possible. We got my siege tower and my bombard here. I don't think I'm going to need them to the south. I probably need to send them up north. It'd probably save me more time if I just send them that way right now. But I really want to see these things in action, and I want to see them in action soon. So we can go with them from the north. Geneva, pike and shot. France, great rider. Can I capture a great rider? No, doesn't look like it. That'd be a shame. I would really not mind capturing a great rider or something like that, because I don't think I've had a great rider. And why is Geneva all the way up here? You know, those poor bastards. They've been like separated from home for probably a generation. And I probably should back you off of Rennes as well, because I think you're in range of getting shot from them. Eritrea. Okay, yes, this is where I wanted to get the settler out. 17 turns. That's a little... 1,160 gold. Holy heck, that's a lot of gold. Well, I don't care that much to rush it, so I'll wait the 17 turns. But granted, 17 turns at 200 turn, that's 3,400. So it definitely would save me money to go ahead and just buy one, if you converted that into production per gold per turn, but that's fine. That's what sucks. Streamers like you are honestly underrated and honestly have a low chance of becoming big, since everyone is caught up on popular games, which is why I like you sticking with the smaller games and indie games. Well, I appreciate that, and to be honest, I'm not looking to be the next PewDiePie, so I'm perfectly cool with a very limited audience. Like, my goal is, like, if I could make enough per year to, like, cover, you know, how much I'm spending on, like, the game, or, like, even 50% of the game, then I'm going to consider that, like, a massive win. But, yeah, it's definitely not a get-rich-quick scheme. I got a day job and everything, so I'm perfectly fine with my mediocre existence. Negotiated peace. Granada has declared war on Catherine. Rapi Nui has declared war on Catherine. Babylon has declared war on Catherine. Geneva has declared war on Catherine. Lisbon has declared war on Catherine. Hong Kong has declared war on Catherine. Oh, that was beautiful to see. Major flooding, yeah, whatever. Declaration of war. Gongo has declared war on Catherine. Things are not looking too good for you. Why don't you just surrender and give me everything that you have? Save me the time. You're France, after all. That's kind of what you do. Oh, wait, Geneva's not mine. So I really have no idea how I'm building railroads, or if I'm even building railroads with these military engineers. Is that how I have to do it? Like, I have to, like, move them one turn at a time and, like, build it square by square? I don't know. We'll find out about that. But let's go ahead and put you guys in friendly territory just so I could possibly upgrade you. Because these guys are about, like, 3 centuries out of date in regards to usefulness as a military unit. France is a declaration by Rapi Nui and like 15 other play people. Oh, Persia's not happy. You and your one city. Oh, look at that. That actually looks a little frightening. Imagine walking home after a long day at work, and this is sitting at the table looking at you. You're like, I don't know what I did, but I'm sorry. You want oil for diplomat? I think being one of the... Yeah, you have 0 oil. And you want all of my oil. No. Your pledge broken. Your pledge to the French Empire to move troops... Yeah, I mean, they were there for a reason. And that reason was to kill them. Wow, Taoism went up. Wow, okay. Taoism everywhere. Alright, I don't know where all this Taoism came from. Major flood. 2 population lost. Which city is this?
I don't like to commit myself about heaven and hell. You see, I have friends in both places.
Mark Twain. Seems appropriate. So, theocracy. It's 2 military. So I lose 1 bonus. So really that's not that major of a shift. Plus 5 religious... Oh, well, okay. Theocracy is for a religious country. That makes sense. I am not one of those. So, so there was something I wanted to change here when I went to war. But I forgot what it was. Wait. I remember what it was. Combat victories over units from earlier eras provide gold equal to 50% of the combat strength. I'm willing to sacrifice amenities for a little while just to get that going. Combat strength when a non-religious unit fights a civilization that follows another religion. Okay. Simulatorium, okay. Extra faith. Yeah, okay, those are all of the theocracy traits I unlocked. But frankly, I don't have a religion, so I don't really care. Wasn't there like a colonialism edict? Colonial offices. Faster growth and 3 loyalty per turn for cities not on your original capital's continent. You know what? I'm okay with it. Yeah, let's go ahead and confirm those policies. Got a new civic as well. Very nice. Natural history. Antiquity sites. Okay. Aquarium, Ferris wheel, Hermitage, Zoo, Nationalism, Declare colonial war. Oh, this is the one. I needed to unlock this first, and then I can declare colonial. Ah, darn. I didn't realize that. That's a shame. Alright, Glane, great. Hey, wonderful. Great engineer is available. I'll take him.
Great engineer has come to our civilization.
Which is unfortunate because I would have changed this card if I would have known that. Yeah, so darn, because I would have definitely switched that out for a different one if I just got that great engineer. Major river flooding. Athens needs more housing. Great person recruited. Very nice. Well, as long as you're making a cent for your games and keep streaming, I'll be sure to keep watching. I appreciate that more than you probably would imagine, Big Red, to be honest. Remember how much Persia helped you with your war against Pedro? He might look tough, but he was an idiot, if I remember correctly. Yeah, especially since he can go around and declare surprise wars on everybody and like not suffer the penalties as much as anybody else. He just really seems to waste that talent. We got Timur here. Timur and Pumbaa back in action again. Oh, and Bordeaux is already damaged. Okay, so yeah. They have gotten stronger. And like that, the defenses are down. Am I in range for a ranged attack? Doesn't seem so, unfortunately. I'll go ahead and move them in. And do you have any more movement points? No. Attack range is 2, though. Maybe just because I had to fire over a hill or something like that. Minor victory. Alright, I'll take a minor victory. Even though I'm attacking from the other side of the river, which is something I learned is not a good idea. But the city's pretty much surrounded at this point. I'll move you into the jungles just so I can get you on the aqueduct square. That should pretty much do it. And I don't think there's any chance of you recovering from that. Crossbowmen, crossbowmen. Great rider. Okay, so I got Grease musketmen. Major victory, but they still survive. A major victory, but they still survive. Oh, it's a shame. I guess they got a little bit beyond the one shot, one kill tech. I was enjoying that. I think these guys are the bigger threat, so let's go ahead and just take a couple of shots at them. Let's see if I can skirt around to the other side of this Geneva unit. And they are at war with Geneva, so that's not just a empty slot as far as the French are concerned. We'll get them moving up. Leonardo da Vinci, where did he come from? Oh, wait, I just literally unlocked him. Alright, so Eureka Moment, 1 random technology from the modern era. Workshops provide +1 culture. Yes, sir. Let's go ahead and do that. Off you go.
You'd all be watching television by candlelight.
Well, I was already researching electricity.
Excellent news. We have a new method of producing power. One which will not pollute the world by burning fuel. This will allow us to supply power to our cities without risking damage to the environment.
Your research of electricity is now complete. Well, yeah, I can tell. Thank you. Okay. Since you seem to be a history buff, I don't remember correctly, but when did militaries start switching away from brightly colored uniforms that make them stick out like a sore thumb? And wasn't France a big reason for it, I believe? In part. I think it was more the British. And I was following the American Revolution as far as my understanding of it is. Of course, this is, by memory off the cuff, so don't quote me. But I believe that the Minutemen, who were kind of like the militia of the American Revolution, they were doing a little bit more in the terms of guerrilla tactics than standing in a line and exchanging fire with the British. And them wearing red coats, hence the term "the red coats are coming," made it very easy for them to stand out in rural roads and forests and things of that sort, which made them a little bit easier to snipe. Granted, at the same time, there's also the war between the English and the French. So there's some other things going on in Europe as well. But yeah, it's really at the early 1800s following the Revolution that I think most of those countries made a push to not necessarily go camouflage, but at least get something a little less flashy. Alright, I can get battleships and ironclads, and oh, I'm getting excited. Because I've been ignoring this stuff for way too long. +3, but I have to destroy something. What's here? lumber mill for additional production. So I have a choice between production or culture. Tough. Or I could just go here. It's one less culture, but I keep the production. This is probably being worked by a citizen, though. No, it's not. Interesting. Oh, well, actually, I should probably focus on housing. This place is completely full on housing. So what can I do to help me out with that? +1 housing for a seaport, but that's 28 freaking turns to get there. Wow. So there's literally nothing I can do. Okay. Mausoleum of Halisarnosis. Grants 1 free admiral when the wonder is constructed. All great admirals use their retirement ability in additional time, and great engineers have an additional charge. Harbor is here, so I'd either have to sacrifice bananas or a lumber mill, and there's no chance that I'd actually be able to get that. Statue of Liberty could go here. Panama Canal over there. St. Basil's Cathedral. So if I do lose the mausoleum, I could replace it with St. Basil's, just so I don't waste that square. I mean, 19 turns. I mean, it's possible. I mean, 19 turns isn't all that much. I just don't know who may have already started the damn thing. Let's give it a shot. I would love to have 1 or 2 more wonders, so... yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and queue this up for flight. That'll be my next couple of tech decisions right there. We got a brand new trader. $18 for Okoyama. 18 for Kumai. Mapu. That's on my continent. But they're still going by sea. Because if they were going by land, that would be wonderful to get that road down. One if by land, 2 by sea. I feel like Paul Revere gets too much credit. I mean, his horse was a damn hero as well. Well, actually, to be honest, you're right that Paul Revere gets too much credit, but not necessarily in the way you think. Because Paul Revere really had almost nothing to do with that midnight ride. That is actually one of my favorite stories, because he got created to be this hero. But, I mean, yeah, there's 2 other guys, Doc, Googling it real quick. What was his name? All right, it's loading. But yeah, let's go ahead and we'll go with Okoyama. Or, ooh, how much? It's 18 gold. So it's the same amount of gold, but a lot of other things if I go to Kyoto. Yeah, let's go with Kyoto. I love Kyoto. It's a beautiful city. Alright, so the military engineers. Are you actually making a railroad for me, or are you just, like, deceiving me? I don't even really know yet. We got some musket men hanging out here. Yeah, these are the ones I sent back after they took out the barbarians. So Joan of Arc can still just hang out and do nothing. You're good at that, Joan of Arc. We'll get you fortified as to hold the. Hey, Greeks in a very narrow path between two mountains. That always ends very well. All right, so in 1860, Henry Longfellow wrote the poem about Paul Revere. So this is nearly like 100 years after the actual events that poem was created, that made Paul Revere into this like historical, wonderful aspect of it. But the actual movement from the British was well known in advance. And Dr. Warren informed Revere that he had just received intelligence from his own spy network that the troops planned to stop in Lexington, Massachusetts, on the road to Concord and arrest Samuel Adams and John Hancock. Dr. Warren begged Revere to stop in Lexington and warn Adams and Hancock to get out of the way of the British troops. However, after Revere conferred with Warren, he returned to his own neighborhood where he contacted a friend to climb into the bell tower of the church and set the famous signals. So his friend hung two lanterns. All right, this is way longer of an article than I expected it to be. All right, yep, okay. I'll read that later. I'm sorry, I got distracted with history. But yeah, Paul Revere was not that big of a thing as history is remembered him by. If you had the urbanization civic research, you would be able to build neighborhoods for housing. Oh, really? I am starting to have a little bit of a housing issue, so I may need to do that. And these crossbows aren't doing a hell of a lot of damage? Oh, but they are absolutely annoying. Oh, I didn't realize I was so close to Paris. Damn. Ah, Geneva. They're actually moving forward. That's good to see. Let's start off with my bombard. I've been excited to see this thing explode, and now we're like 5 technology levels behind over that. Oh, come on. If I used that when I was first invented, that would have been awesome. But I feel like I got cheated because it took me so long to actually have it in a place in an actual conflict of war that it's no longer this awesome new piece of tech. Looks like I should have just a sliver left, but the city should fall. Nice. That's awesome. That city fell even a little bit faster than I thought it was going to. So let's take a look at what we just inherited. Catholicism. Oh, wow. More of my country is Catholic than I thought. A little bit of Taoism, a little bit of Confucianism. Okay, well, you know, I'm okay with that. No wonders, but decent amount of districts. And how's the loyalty looking? Rising 15. Wow, I picked it up with 50 loyalty already. So I think that it would have already been an issue for the French before I occupied it. All right, well, hey, if you like me that much, I will keep you. And time to move up for Paris. No need to stop, no need to worry. Let's just keep the war machine moving. Yes, keep the generals on the run as well. Okay, we got the musketmen here. Can't quite eliminate the crossbowmen, unfortunately. But they can at least do a little bit of damage. Hopefully next turn I can get them eliminated. And pike and shot available for promotion. That could be tempting. And I should be able to eliminate the catapults in one go. But I'm going to get them exposed to some pretty, if decent, retro fire from the... If they can survive... Oh, wait, where are you going? Where are you going? Not that way! Oh. And the bombard is available. I'm going to keep the bombard down here, because by the time it actually gets up to this area, I imagine the war is going to be pretty much over. Bordeaux, my new city. Yeah, let's just go ahead and get things repaired. One turn each, that's not too bad. Envoys. So I could... Yeah, if I'm going to sit on the envoys, because if I see the French getting the Granada troops, I could just use both of those envoys, and then she'd just immediately lose a 500 gold. Wasn't the poem created at the brisk of the Civil War because the author wanted to use Paul Revere's bravery as like we had fought for his nation, and we don't want to lose it all for nothing? But yeah, I agree with you. Paul Revere being fantasized as a hero. I do not know the full story though. Yeah, this is a... There was a good chunk of it. It wasn't really directly related because of the Civil War, but the Civil War was like, you know, within 5-10 years, and like the divisions between the North and the South were obvious. So it's kind of supposed to be kind of a rallying cry to help make a common history for the Americans. But looking back with what happened afterwards with the, you know, actual Civil War, it was more prophetic than maybe he originally intended it to be. But absolutely, I think there's a good chunk of nationalism that was part of that. Okay, so I really don't understand. I mean, this looks like a railroad. But I built one here, and I built one here, and it still doesn't look like there's a railroad now. So I have no idea what is a railroad and what isn't a railroad. Well, whatever. I'll just keep doing it, and hopefully it gives me a benefit. So you can go ahead and fill in that little gap. Let's see. What can the French put together as I move in for their last two cities? Alright, denounced by the Japanese. That's fine. Wow, Georgia just got diplomatic services. That's pretty old tech. Oh, good. They're going after the pike and shot rather than finishing off the musket men. And then they shot Geneva, which is great because, you know, I don't have to worry about the Geneva troops. Yeah, they're really focusing on the weak Geneva units. No, I'm not even going to bother thinking about that one. Well, it's pretty cool that the city-states actually doing a pretty decent job at eliminating some of those forward troops for me. Major victory, and still he would die. So you might want to actually back off a little bit. We'll get you healed up, maybe, and you can do us a little bit more good that way. And you're not in that great of shape either, so maybe I'll have you step back as well. Clear the way for the musket men to move up and take a lead role here. And you can help lead the bombards into action. Get the siege towers in place, heading in for Paris. I like that. I like that. And yes, we'll have another battering ram falling up closely behind. And it looks like you may actually be able to move in here and kind of get a little bit of a flanking maneuver on. But you are at a little bit of a disadvantage in regards to your health. And you are pretty much dead, so you need to kind of like just lock in place and heal up now before it's too late. You're not that bad off. I'll have you lock in place for now, but I think I'll probably be able to move you again before too long. And still, none of the cities are glowing, so I guess I don't have any place that she can go. Yeah, I just don't get this whole construction mechanic. But whatever. I'm assuming that he's doing some good. Then that's good enough. Okay, Ephesus is here. Very nice. What can we do? Yeah, 4 turns for a trader. It's nice that I'm in the middle of a war. And I can still just like take a couple of turns off and say, hey, you know what? Traders sound like a good idea right now. And +3 envoys were built when you are the Caesarian of a city-state. The city receives a 50% boost to the type of bonuses provided by that city-state. If you're a Caesarian of 2 or more city-states of that type, and ooh, that actually sounds like it might be worth it. You don't have a lot of production, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to finish that in time. But with as many city-states as I have on side, that would be very nice to actually have. Alright, and this is actually up on the front line, so I probably should go ahead and invest in something here that would actually do a little bit of good. 11 turns for a musket man, that sounds like it would probably be the best. Bordeaux, oh, well, your production's not that bad, to be honest. Okay, I could spend one more turn to repair some things, or I could just maybe try to pump out. Alright, your soldier production isn't that great, though. So yeah, let's go ahead and just spend the 1 turn to get to the granary repaired. Assuming you didn't get sent in to fight in one of the wars that would be unfortunate and decrease your chances of a long life by quite a while. Oh, I missed it. And something I've always imagined is being born at the end of the 1800s or 1890s and living to see the rapid modernization of the world in the two world wars. I believe that everyone born in the 1800s is since gone by now, sadly. Indeed. Oh, excuse me. And assuming you didn't get sent to one of those four wars and get killed off. That's true. And in fact, once I finish this game, I'm going to be playing in one of the time periods that I think is cool. In one of the next series games that I'm debating about doing. But I'll talk about that more once I get a little bit closer to actually finishing up Civ 6. But yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to my next major mini-series. You have transgressed Tamar's agenda. Gossip. Mausoleum of Halinesis is not completed in time. Not surprised by that. And they're just continuing to fight the Genevan forces. And my great bombard can't fire back? That's sad. You'd think that the giant cannon could fight back against a ranged unit. You want some really old tech for 10 points. How many do you have? You burned through a lot of yours. Yeah, I'll deny that. Rowan needs more housing. Okay, that's fine. So these are my pike and shot guys. Yeah, let's go ahead and let you rest up a little bit before we send you back out there. Whoa, Geneva has a settler up here? Who the heck would send their settler in the middle of the war zone next to Paris, for crying out loud? Wow, that's dumb. Don't want to send him too close, because I think he could definitely get caught out of position, and I don't really want to see that happen. Wow, my cities are looking pretty damn modern by now. Okay, we got another general. I'll send you up in that direction. And I think I should have a few more military units around here that I haven't really sent. Yeah, got a nice unit of cavalry. Let's go ahead and get you moving in that direction. I love that movement speed. Very nice. Ambrose, Mabui. Yeah, got nothing going on up here. Nothing hanging out in the Congo, former capital, and nothing in Rhodes. So, not as many in reserve as I expected, to be honest, but frankly, not all that bad. I'll definitely take that extra unit of cavalry. And yes, these guys are fortified and resting, but I think they are good enough shape that I can start moving them up to maybe take on those crossbowmen. Okay. Which city is this? Tell me to select production, but I don't even know who from who. Oh, no, no, no. I don't want the battering ram to head back out that way. No, come on. Battering rams are more useful near cities, not running away from them. Okay, and yeah, you can probably fortify and get a little bit of rest out of the deal. Very nice. And the galley has arrived. Very good. So that means I can go ahead and upgrade you.
May I make a suggestion?
You're still up for returning to Civ 6 for one of the multiplayer games once my PC is up and running. The weekend would probably be best for me, or a Wednesday if you're up for work. No, absolutely, I would be down for that. I actually had not even looked into how the multiplayer system works, but strategic resource potential unleashed. What good is coal? But we know now that it's a formidable weapon for our ironclad. +1 arrow score. Hey, sweet. But yeah, no, definitely. I'd be down for a nice multiplayer game. That sounds like fun because I don't know how that works in this Civ 6. So, oh yeah, this is exactly what I was afraid of because I put it on here and I wasted a sawmill, I think it was, in hopes I could build something better. And now my production has taken a bit of a hit. Well, whatever. I could probably live with that. Religious tourism, I don't have any of that. +1 diplomatic victory point when built. In the Panama Canal, 1 or 2 adjacent canal districts are automatically constructed. Canal Wonder tile can now be crossed by Navy units. Must be flat. Well, that doesn't really help me with much. Alright, so whatever. We'll go ahead and +3, yeah, alright. I might as well put that district that I cleared out to use. +3 culture sounds like a good use of it. And envoys here, so let's go ahead and get a military unit to help with the occupation force going on. 23 turns, though. That's kind of a pretty big investment. Is there anything I can do? Maybe improve 4 turns for a water mill for a little bit of a production increase. I think that makes sense to me. Yeah, Jean of Arc still doing nothing. Musketman, you're healed up, so very good. We'll get you to fortify in place. Bordeaux. Only 11 turn for a musketman. That's not too bad. So yeah, let's go ahead and get you to work on another military unit, just so we can move in and help reinforce the Paris and Rene's attacks. Because I want to make sure France falls this game. France has been kind of my enemy #1 ever since Congo was eliminated. For no real reason, but just their proximity. And my cavalry's taking a little bit of damage, but nothing too awful. Ouch. Yeah, Paris has a decent wall defense, it looks like. And then, yeah, the Geneva settler is trying to get out of there. Your stupid video fooled me. I'm not sure what you mean by that grammar. I'm assuming that's an April Fool's joke, but I don't get the reference. I apologize. I believe you can play with up to 8 other people. Interestingly, I believe there is an option where turns don't exist and time just continuously running, which sounds interesting. Huh. I'll have to definitely do a little bit of research in that, Big Red. But, yeah, that sounds like a good time. I definitely would be up for a multiplayer, no doubt. Darn. Babylon has been lost. And Congo, Argos, here we go. There's definitely a few options there for some improvements. We got A field hanging out. Let's get you a little bit closer, just so we can benefit from your wonderful generaliness. And let's see. Oh, I can eliminate them with a cavalry charge. That sounds worth it, because these guys have been really pestering me. There we go. The cavalry has arrived, finally. Go ahead and get the siege tower in place. Major victory, even against Paris proper. Now, that doesn't really look like a major victory. I mean, it went down a little bit. I clicked on your channel assuming you were live, but you were not. I started talking to you with no response, and then it hit me. Earlier today when I was having the reruns. Yeah, I go live pretty much every day at 10, but once I finish up, I'll always throw on a rerun for whatever is going to be that night's video. So if anyone catches it, they can hop on and join it live when I have that operational at night. But I do apologize. You're not the only one that happened to. I try to check in with my chat a couple of times throughout the day, just in case, you know, anyone has a comment or whatever. And once in a while I'll see people like keep telling me like, hey, do this with your game, do this with your game. And I'm like, dude, I recorded that like 4 days ago. I can't do that now. Alright, we got the military engineers still trying to put down that railroad. You pulled an unintentional April Fool's joke on Grammar Cracker. Well, I do apologize. It was not my intent. Well, I followed you, and here I am. See, it worked. Unintentionally, not exactly the way I planned it, but it worked. Viral marketing or something. Yes, yes, yes. Kashyyyk? Isn't that a Star Wars planet? Kashyyyk? Well, you were talking about a strange holiday. Penis Festival. Ah! Lepercalia. I do not know Lepercalia. Enlighten me. I love odd festivals. Oh, my bombard got destroyed. That depresses me.
Proceeds fitfully, for the city is short of power. If we do not have enough resources stocked.
Yes, yes, yes. I'll definitely invest in some power after I'm done killing the French. But, you know, priorities. Gotta take out the French first. Alright, do you have enough that you might be able to finish them off? No, you're not in range. Darn. Alright, well, we'll get you moving here just so we can get them surrounded. I definitely want to make sure that they are dead this turn. He was watching the part about the Penis Festival to what a introduction to your channel. Welcome to Reformed Nerd. Let's talk about penis festivals. This is a very good representation of my content. I'm fearing that I don't have enough strength in this area that I'm going to be able to take on Paris. I was a little nervous about that when I saw their walls hold up a little bit better than I expected. But maybe if I can get the battering ram with the siege tower within range, that may make enough of a difference. Major victory, yes. This should be just enough that I can eliminate those damn crossbows. Yeah, perfect. Alright. Another poor decision has become your good fortune. You've captured a unit from France. What did I capture? Oh my god. Modern settlers are a recreational vehicle? Oh, that's fantastic. So, the Geneva settler got captured by France. And that just meant that I was able to take it over pretty much immediately because I surrounded the French guy. And it's a RV. That's beautiful. It's a Roman holiday in which 12 or 10 priests go into a cave and slaughter 4 goats and 1 dog. They strip down and fasten whips out of the goat's skin. Then they run around town whipping people, which will give them good fortune, fertility, and good marriage. That's where Valentine's Day comes from. Holy heck, really? Because I used to live in the Czech Republic, and on Easter they have a tradition. It's called a pomlaska. Pom, the prefix, I don't know where that came from, but laska means love. So I'm going to just assume here, then say it's the stick of love. And what you do is you go down to like a marshy area. You take this long, flexible grass and you weave it up, like, kind of like a French beret on a little girl or something like that. And you tie it. And you put little ribbons on the top, and they run around town, and they have to hit women with a stick, and they have to recite a poem like "Hodi hodi dobrovodi nadatel na nalavoni." Darn, I think that's as much of the poem as I remember. But it's basically like give me some eggs. If you don't have eggs, I'll take some chocolate. If you don't have some chocolate, I'll take some liquor, or something like that. So you have to recite that poem as you hit the girl, and they have to turn around and give the man who was abusing them a treat, be it a chocolate or a shot or something along those lines. But you can only do that until 12 o'clock noon. And from 12:01, if you hit a woman, they have the right to like hit you back or throw water at you. And it's a fertility thing. And that sounds extremely familiar to what was the name of that? Lupercalia. So I wonder if there's some shared history between those festivals. I was thinking of something else when you said premiere whip out, and then I read the rest of it and breathed a sigh of relief. Alright, we're down to Konos here. Let's go ahead and invest in another trader. 4 more turns, and I'll get my gold up even higher, even though I'm bringing freaking 200 a turn already. Siege towers, I just have to hope that their protection holds up. And I finally maxed out my trade routes, so thank God for that, because I've been really ignoring my trade a little bit. And you are kind of on the front line here, so what can you get built fast enough that's going to help me out? It's an extra 5 turns to get cavalry. I'll go ahead and invest on a field cannon, because yeah, the Paris is not going down easy. Even though it's a major victory, it's just not doing a lot of good here. So I'm going to let you fortify, and we'll see about that. Lupercalia. But yeah, that's interesting. You get a treat for abusing women. Sounds like my kind of place. JK, don't get mad at me. Oh, don't worry. I made that joke with my at that time Czech girlfriend many times, especially when I got to like beat up my, well, beat up is not the right word, you just slap them on the behind, and not so overly aggressive, but you know, like, not too many cultures where you can just kind of hit your future mother-in-law with a stick and they reward you with it with chocolate. Granted, she ended up not being my future mother-in-law, but still, with the mindset I had at the time, I just thought that was hilarious. Okay, so we got the ironclads, but there's literally no one around here that I can actually attack with it, unfortunately. So you're just gonna have to sit there and do nothing, it seems. Let's move over here and maybe get down another railroad. A hammer drives home a golden spike. A crowd cheers for the people of Greece have completed the world's first railroad between Ephesus and Sparta. Okay, so the railroad is actually working when I press that button. Wasn't sure if it was at the time, but it's obviously good to see. Oh, Joan of Arc. No, you just stay in the city. You're useless for me at the moment. Unit killed. Yes, unfortunately that was true. Building Chrono can be enhanced by 2 power. Okay. First railroad connection in the world. And wow. 7 more, and I ensure myself a normal age at minimum. So there is some progress on that. They're taking a little bit of a beating, unfortunately. And a trader has moved in. Okay, fantastic. Another natural... Oh, come on! That freaking... Well, actually, I never put the fire out the last time there was a drought there. So, I guess it actually hasn't done any damage at all, because I never fixed the damage from the last time. Alright, it was a good talk, but I need to get some good God-given rest. I'll hope to stay here longer tomorrow. Nay, not a problem, Grammar. It was a pleasure to hear from you, and I do hope you have a lovely evening. Hey, me and Cracker decided to leave at the same time. Good night, Cracker. I'll be on for another 20 to 30 minutes or so, but this will be on my replay tomorrow, so if you feel like catching it, it's either going to be here or on YouTube, whichever you prefer. Or you can just come in and watch it live. I won't hold that against you. But I do hope you both have a good, lovely evening, and if you're around tomorrow, I'll see you then. And finally, I get a freaking great rider. I think that's literally my first one. No. I had the guy who likes to get drunk by himself in the moonlight. I guess he was my first great rider. How could I have forgotten him? He's such an influential person on my life. Oh, those field cannons don't leave a lot of people behind when they attack the barbarians. I like to see that. So, Musket Man, they still survive. They took a massive beating, but they're still alive. That is nice. So maybe I'll let them move back 1 and heal up a little bit. They took a little bit of a beating there. I'm going to get this RV moving down south. I don't think I ever did get the settler train to move over and take over this area. So 13 turns. That's kind of long. Good luck. Will it be Civ tomorrow or something else? Let's see. Tomorrow is Tuesday. So Tuesday would be Civ 6. Wednesday, if I'm able to do it, is going to be a one-off. I haven't decided what that was going to be yet. And then Thursday will be Shogun. But that's the plan for the week. Right, UFS is down here. I'm going to go ahead and get Holiday Cavalry here because of they have the mobility that might actually get them up to Paris in time to make a difference, because I'm definitely running out of strength here. Yeah, I don't even have any land units at the moment to protect my siege towers. So he's at near full strength, so I can get him in play. And I don't really want to attack from this side because I'll be from the wrong side of the river. Oh, and I just sent my RV away because I could have I could have been in a van down by the river. Oh, that would have been perfect. Oh. That comedy just writes itself, and I ruined it. Minor victory, so there is still a chance. I wonder if cavalry can use the siege towers. that would be fun to watch. I'd like to see the cavalry use the siege towers. Alright, so... Well, the musketmen are nearly at full strength, so maybe I can move them ahead. Hopefully it's not going to give me much of a cultural penalty now that they've lost their garrison troops. And you need a rest. You're down into the red already. My cavalry may finally be a unit worth saving. Oh, but the cavalry can still do a promotion. Alright, yeah, let's go do that. When attacking ranged and siege units. Yeah, that gets them back up to green. So that was well worth it. Oh, yeah, I already killed them. Yeah, and that's the drought that I already knew about. Yeah, yep, indeed it was. Okay, great person recruited. +1 error score. Very nice. 123, and I need 129. I'm definitely making some progress. I can get a Corsair in 7 turns. That seems worth it. And roads. Well, let's go ahead and get a workshop just for the added production. I think that would be worth it. Absolutely. Bremen. Oh, Trier. 28.5 gold. That seems worth it. Military engineers, fantastic. I would like to continue working on that railroad in hopes to get a little closer to Germany. Because if I can get Kronos attached to this, then I can have a very nice shortcut from Ephesus to Knossos to be able to partake in the German fun that we might have coming up here. Machiavelli, very nice. Is there anywhere I can tuck you away? I gotta go pretty far north to find the next place for a written work to be recorded. But, at least you have pretty good movement, so it shouldn't take you too long to get up there. And I still don't have anywhere that I could drop a relic, it seems. So, John of Arc, you're still just going to chill out there for a little bit longer. I apologize. Battering ram. I got the siege tower here, so I can't really move it any closer. Are you sharing that with the musketeer? Yeah, okay, so you're sharing that with musketeers. So, yeah, we'll just wait on that, and hopefully Paris isn't going to get repaired too quickly. Ah, darn. Destroyed by French crossbowmen. That's unfortunate. Cavalry was bombarded.
Our military has
Claims that cannot be tested, assertions immune to disproof, are veridically worthless. Whatever value they may have in inspiring us, or exciting our sense of wonder.
Very nice. Carl Sagan, Oxford University, and +1 food from plantations. Oh, I have quite a few plantations. So that would be a nice +1.
And not the other way around.
Okay, we got +50 production towards industrial era and early melee. That would be nice, especially with yeah, if I need more for Paris and the Colonial War, which is about a few turns too late because I missed an opportunity to avoid picking up a few negative points on that, unfortunately. Niter and coal. Okay, so what was that one? National units have 50% less combat strength reduction from being injured. So I don't really need naval unit production. But the gold seems like it's been nice. But I'm saying at 3,000 gold. Alright, so I'll put that in place for having stronger injured units. And production for melee, anti-cavalry, and ranged units. That sounds good. And I don't really need those great engineer points anymore. Where are my great people? Oh, and I got a great artist right now that I can recruit. That's fantastic. And I'm doing pretty good with a great musician. I wouldn't mind a few more points towards that. And I nearly have a great merchant. But I've got such a lead on that, I should be able to get the great merchant on my own without having to bolster that any. Great Admiral is a little bit on the close side, and Great General, I'm going to get it anyway. So I think getting that musician in would be ideal. So, let's see. Great musician +4. That would definitely get me caught up. Let's go ahead and set those in place. We've got a new civic natural history, and that gets the archaeologist unit and the antiquity sites. That sounds like a nice idea. Let's go ahead and do that, and we'll recruit that great artist.
Is inspired by our civilization and has come to our lands to create great works of art. I suggest we find...
Fantastic. Governor removed from Sparta. Why? Enemy spy neutralized governor. For 8 turns. Oh, I mean, he's only producing additional culture and science. So that's not really anything so great. Musketmen were destroyed by the crossbowmen. Yes, I saw that. Enemy spy escaped. Improvement pillaged. Oh, I didn't even notice that. They didn't give me the barbarian approaching thing either. Well, fine, whatever. We'll just head out and we'll take care of them. Cassius Bell gained. You have gained a Cassius Bell to declare war on Cyrus. Why? Sparta needs more housing. Yes. Great person recruited. Yes. Very good. I don't know why I picked up the Cassius Bell, though. 12 out of 18. You got plenty of housing. We can pass on that aqueduct. A factory wouldn't be all that bad, but I do have that 50% production for land units. So that musketman is reasonable now at 14 turns. So let's go ahead and do that. And I still don't have a place to put you for your freaking relic, do I? No. Okay. So, which one are you? Great artist. So do I have anywhere to put you down for a great piece of art? I mean, yeah, great artist is here. So Sparta literally has nowhere to put down art. Is that right? It doesn't seem like you do. Well, 12 turns until completion for the city if I'm able to manage it. So maybe after that is done, I'll go ahead and invest in possibly getting that set up. Musketmen, form corps. That means that's unite 2 or 3 units at the same time, I think, if I remember correctly. Which could have a nice little advantage. And yeah, I could just charge these crossbowmen and knock them out of the game already. I'll go ahead and do that, because these guys have been causing me a little bit of an issue. So, full-on cavalry charge. Oh, they barely make it out of that alive. That's unfortunate. I could finish them off with the musketmen, but then I give Paris one more turn to recover. But then I'd probably get them surrounded a little bit better by coming in on this side. Which... I suppose I'm going ahead and put you in place here, because you're like the only other guy that can make it that far. And I'll move my battering ram into range. Next turn, I'll get you in place here, and then I'll have Paris surrounded on 3 sides with additional siege equipment around to help out. I'll get my general just a touch closer. Oh, we do have the musketmen. They have enough to be able to get a little bit of an attack off. Let's go ahead and do that. Oh, apparently no, I can't get that attack off. Alright, well that's fair. Okay, get you up the road. You're not at full strength in the least. But at this point, I'm going to take the strength wherever I can pull it from. Down to arc. So these are the only 2... Oh, because I can't have 2 in the same... That makes sense. I was wondering, like, why can't I do anything? But you're still not showing me anywhere I could actually put you down for a great work of art. So I was trying really hard to get these great inventors and stuff, but I have actually nowhere that I'm able to put them. Herodias with some temporary gold and luxuries. No, thank you. I'm not going to give up something permanent for something temporary. Got some religious squabbling going on here. Some more space wizardry battles. Force lightning! No! I'm not going to give up something permanent for something temporary. Didn't you hear what I said to the Georgian lady? The cavalry's taking a little bit of a hit. They held on, though. Good on them. Hopefully they might be able to qualify for a promotion. I'm not sure. Okay, pike and shot. Hey, another great person. Wow, great people are popping up here all over the place. Okay, so where am I okay, this is the Ambrose training center. Very nice. Okay, so let's pull the cavalry out of there and get them to heal up a little bit. And I'll replace them with these guys and these guys. Musketman, you continue to heal. You're still in the red. And I'll pull you up to kind of help protect the cavalry. Alright, so with that in play, which military units do I have in place? So I got the musketmen, major victory. Alright, let's go ahead and do a little bit of damage, get those walls down, hopefully. Yeah, between those two siege equipments I got in place, they're doing some pretty good damage. And that should be enough to bring down the rest of the barricades. Yeah, and the garrison's already down to the yellow range. Very nice. Major victory. Ooh. Right at about the 50% mark. Very nice. Okay. So Paris, I might be able to get Paris next turn. So maybe I was kind of worried about it for... Oh, holy crap! I got both a great merchant and a great general. Instantly increases bombard unit with 1 promotion level. I'll pass on that one. Because I think I'm already past the usefulness of the bombard age. So is there anything here production-wise? Let's see. +2, +2. +1s, +2. Yeah, let's go ahead and get the industrial zone in here just so we can get that going. And I do have 3 envoys, so I thought I lost 1. Yeah, so I can get Babylon back inside with 1 more. +2 culture in every art museum. +2 gold in every bank. I mean, I got plenty of gold. And frankly, I have pretty much plenty of everything right now. But let's go ahead and just put those in. We'll get that up to 6 just for that additional bonus. Babylon has declared war on Cynthia again. Very nice. They're the closest neighbor anyway, so it's good to have them on my side. And that's a pike and shot unit that I started the turn with. Okay. John Spilberry, Great Merchant. Must be on a completed commercial HUD. Grants 1 toys, a unique manufactured luxury resource which provides +4 amenities. Alright. Well, I'm going to hold on to you, and the next time I have an important city complaining about amenities, I know what I'm going to be doing with it. District or wonder with a free slot for the proper great work type. These are religious great works. Oh, that kind of sucks. I should have passed on him. Oh well. I was so excited to have a great person that I didn't even look to see what kind of great person he was, apparently. That's fine, you know, blissful ignorance, youth, and all that, blah, blah, blah. And unfortunately, I don't think I have any builders in the area. So... Oh, you're producing a settler. Oh, I don't really need you to produce a settler. I was able to find the guys up there with the RV. They're on their way down already. So let me switch you over to a builder. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. He looks so not happy. Alright, 30 turns and he's offering me, you know, a fair amount of stuff. 100 gold and 10 diplomatic for citrus that I have more of than I need anyway. Let's go ahead and do it. Paris is trying hard to hold on to some degree of defense of the city. Oh, Mapuche has declared war on Babylon. That may be enough to force me into an issue with him. I was not really looking forward to rushing into another war immediately, but my hand may have been forced a little bit. Is that going to be enough? Oh, it looks like that was enough. Oh. Well, I'm pretty certain I'm going to be keeping the city. But let's go ahead and look to see what's in it first. Hanging Gardens, +2 housing, increases growth by 15% in all cities. That's really the only wonder that they had? Oh, okay. Oh, Relic. Relic is religious. Oh, that makes so much sense. That's why they weren't... Okay, yeah, well... Let's go ahead and keep that city. It'd be a kind of a dick move to tear down Paris. You know, hey, you know what? I actually don't want this. Oh, and that oil's just one spot too far away, but it's in range of these guys from Mapuche. Excuse me. So with that in mind, it looks like I should be able to make some progress to the north here. +2 loyalty. How is the loyalty in Paris right now? Rising for 6. Not bad. So I think I'll hold on to that charge because Renee may be in worse shape. Because that would be a little bit further. Plus, you know, it'd be the destruction of their culture. So I could understand why they'll be complaining about that. We've got some crossbowmen off to the side here. Crossbowmen are pretty easy to charge. Oh, no. Yeah, okay, there we go. I was going to say, why are we going all the way around? So, even though this is going to really put some damage on my cavalry... Oh, holy heck! He wasn't supposed to be able to kill them all. Good on you. Alright. And looks like they've got no one in defense of the city. Alright, well, let's go ahead and move up in that direction then. Yeah, if they've got no one standing guard of the city... then I don't see any reason why I need to delay at all to make some progress in that direction. $100 new grievances, okay. Nantes needs more luxuries. And that's a city of 9. Well, you know, funny that you should say that you need some luxuries, because I can fix that. Alright, we'll go ahead and move that siege tower to head up north as well. Foreign capital taken, plus 4 air score, 129 out of 129. And that means I can get some more traders, so sure, I'll go ahead and get another trader. I lost the educator in Sparta, but hopefully I'll be getting them back here pretty soon. Other cities with 9 tiles and hot, and not owned by you, lose 2 loyalty per turn. While established in a city-state, provides a copy of its luxury resource to you. Well, let's go ahead and see if we can maybe do a little bit of culture bombing within 9 turns. Wow, Rome's up here? Nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so both of those cities are going to be gaining a little bit of a minus influence because of that. I think that works. Okay. Must have an open relic. Well, I would say that up in Paris, I should actually be able to get a relic once the temple is rebuilt. So yeah, you can come on up in that direction, and we'll take care of you as soon as we're able. Great artist. That's the only place he's able to do anything outside of Paris. So we'll go ahead and let him head in that direction as well. Continue our road to Germany with the railway. Very good, very good. Musketman, yeah, there's not really much you can do. I'm just going to have you fortify out here just in case another barbarian comes through. Don't want to have anyone else ruining my jade facilities. But 6 more turns, I should be able to get that coming in. Alright, let's get some great works in.
Men must be either enticed or snuffed out. For light offences they avenge, grievous ones they cannot. Therefore the offence done to a man must be such as to remove any fear of revenge.
Lovely. And you can have another one, so let's go ahead and just spread out your work a little bit, if you don't mind. Oh, we got some more space wizardry going on over there. Wow, you guys stood up against a cannon blast without that much of an effort. Don't think I'm gonna be able to get up to Babylon in time to help him out. Yeah, Babylon is falling quick. Oh crap. Is that right in the middle of my 1,000-year flood? 4 damage, 2 population lost. What city is this? Wait, was that the German city? Oh, it was Bremen. Oh, fantastic. I don't need to worry about that. Alright, let's go ahead and see if we can just finish off the French. I don't think I'm going to be able to do it this turn, but it should be pretty darn close. So let's pull in the siege tower. And nah, the ram can't get there just yet, unfortunately. Major victory. Okay, let's see how much of a damage we're able to do against the garrison. Yeah, with just the siege tower in place, that was enough to do quite a bit of work against him. Major victory here as well against the garrison. Very nice. Wow, already into the yellow. Fantastic. And once that battering ram gets in here and I can ignore the fortification bonus as well, I think I should be able to get it to fall without too much of an effort. Oh, and I left no one to garrison the new city with a enemy unit directly outside. That was brilliant. Good job. Good job indeed. Alright, let's go ahead and see if we can get you into the city. Oh, no, I do have musketmen here. Very nice. Decisive victory. Alright, we should be able to eliminate them in one go. Good. I'm glad I wasn't as stupid as I thought I may have ended up being. And we do have a cavalry that could do a suicide charge, but frankly not worth it. Even though it looks like he will have just a little bit of health left over. But I'll keep him in play just in case we get desperate. Alright, I can get one more trader coming in. World Congress is about to meet, which is great. Catholic Troops has a bit of a bonus right now, and I'd really love to get that to expire. Okay. So how do the power plants work? I actually don't know that yet. Coal into power for cities within 6 tiles that need it each turn at the rate of 1 coal, 1 power. Oh no! Oh, I thought I was going to select where that was going to get built. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for Sparta. 3, 4, 5. Okay, so if I build one here, I do get power to both cities. Which means if I could get... Well, if I could get one in Geneva, if I would ever take that over. But at the very least, Corinth, 1, 2, 3, 4... Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So Corinth could supply both Athens and Ephesus with power. So 2 power plants would get me 6 cities. And that seems worth it. Oh, yeah. You may be needed. Well, not you, but the other general may be needed to help with the loyalty issues that we might be running into with this last French city that we're about to take. Oh, I got a new trader. Where shall we send you? 6 for Geneva, 12 for Bremen. Well, looks like Bremen's going to be the winner. Off you go. Up to 263 a turn, sitting on 4,000 gold. I'm feeling pretty good about that. We've got another trader ready. 27 to go to Trier. 9 turns. That seems worth it to me. Let's go ahead and get that route going. And the cavalry is at full. Perfect. So let's go ahead and get that battering ram in place first. Oh, wait, we're still on the same turn. Oh darn. I thought we've already moved on to the next turn, but that was apparently not the case. $30 diplomatic points and sugar for 308 gold. Well, frankly, that wouldn't be all that bad. And you don't have as many cities as I thought you may, so that is reassuring. I really don't need the gold, though. So, you know what? Just to make the little ginger German angry, I'm going to say no. Alright, the field cannon is doing its work. A little worried about Babylon here. They do have field cannons wearing away at them. I might have to declare a liberation war to get Babylon back. After I'm able to heal up my troops a little bit, of course. Aid request. Ravaged by natural disaster, we should help them recover. Alright, I'm going to say yes, but I'm not going to waste any diplomatic points on it. Cargo has captured Paris. We must resist their aggression. No, I don't actually think that we need to regret... No, that's fine. We don't need to worry about that. -6. Yeah, that should be good enough. I mean, there's absolutely nothing to worry about with Gorgo. She's just having a bad day. Let's see if that works. Alright, so the aid project has been approved and the military emergency failed by 1 vote. Wow. I spent the perfect amount to make sure that failed. Who put the most in? Alright, Persia, they must know that they're next on my hit list parade here. And the French, who lost their capital, were against it. Okay. The Georgian... Oh, no, that's the Roman. The Toro, okay. Well, you may regret that as well, because you're beating up on my city-state. But I'm lucky I was able to put in that. Send gifts of gold to the Germans. Okay, I'll see what I can do with that. I haven't had one of these before. And you are loyalty, right? Completed city center. Okay. Well, you're just out of reach, unfortunately. But let's go ahead and get that battering ram in place. And we should be able to take over this city and eliminate the French once and for all. Yeah, between the battering rams and the siege towers, I hope we have enough strength to finish it. Wow, it's going to be close, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Oh! If you just kill the soldiers, you don't have to tear down the walls. That's good to know. Oh, that almost made me feel sad for the little Queen of Fish. Goodbye, Miss Queen of Fish. We will carry on. and we will hardly think of you ever again. France will not stand the test of time. No, no, they will not. Alright, so let's see. What kind of shape is this city in? Rising 15. Minor pressure coming in from the north, but not that much. Just a commercial hub and a market, nothing spectacular. But still, I'm going to go ahead and keep the city anyway, because there's really no reason not to. And that would be a nice little starting off point to maybe liberate Babylon from any upset individuals who may be causing some problems up here. Cyrus has made peace with Lautaro. Well, that was nice of Lautaro to do that for you, because you've been getting your butt kicked by him for ages. River flooding prevented. Okay, Mamali was able to manage that. Good for them. Scored competition begins. Yes, indeed. Konos needs more housing. What are you working on at the moment? Coal power plant. Well, that's probably more important than housing, so I'll be okay with that. Final foreign city taken +5 era score. Wow, I could possibly manage to get 3 back-to-back golden ages. That's not bad. I mean, I'm not even playing in Prince. I don't remember what I am playing. I think it was like 1 or 2 slots above Prince difficulty. But for not playing a Civilization games since like Civ 3, I feel like I'm doing a little bit better than I expected. So let's go ahead and get a granary started. Yeah, siege towers and the battering ram. We're going to just send you back to Paris as well. You guys just need to hang out for a little bit. And you are my loyalty general. So I'm going to just let you hook up on the border. And you can chill out there for a little while. Same with Timur. You and Pumbaa can just waste some time up here and wait for us to move on for our next our next target. Siege tower, yeah, you can just chill out there. Military engineer. Let's continue our progress to get this railway up to the German border. I'll feel a little bit better knowing that I can get to the Germans quick and easy, if I ever would so need to, of course. And you made it to your new site, so let's go ahead and
Necessary for the one who founds a republic and sets laws in it to presuppose all men evil, and always ready to put the maliciousness in their soul to use every time they have a chance.
very good. I'm glad to see a little bit of additional works coming in here. So, Temple in Paris. Oh, I captured the relic. Art Museum. I've got no art in it at the moment, but I do think I have a great artist on the way there. I can get one more writing. So I could definitely use a couple, one or maybe one more great writer, but okay. Perfect. All right, so we'll get back to that, but I think we're doing some good on that front. Musket men, yeah, you can head up and just chill at the border. We'll get you healing up. And 2 trading posts created. Very nice. And that brings us to the end of our turn. So that did not take long at all, but we were able to continue our expansion to the north. take out the French and get one more random volcano into our territory, which is always a good thing, I guess. And Bordeaux, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Alright, so is it I could get a little bit more niter coming in, which frankly, technologically speaking, is kind of at the end of its usefulness anyway. But we do have the ability to get some good incense and amber and sheep. If I could set up something over here on the dunes. Okay. Well, I've got a few ideas here that I can play with for next time, which will be tomorrow night. But with that being said, I think I am comfortable enough leaving it here for today. So with that, I'll go ahead and sign off. Thank you for the 2 of you still hanging around watching the stream. I do try to pick this. I'll try to pick this up again about 10 o'clock Eastern time tomorrow. So feel free to check it out. And if you want to just hang around the channel for about 10 or 15 minutes, Re1 will be starting with the Civilization playthrough to date. So if you've got nothing better to do, I think it's about like 19 hours total at this point. You're more than welcome to spend all night listening to me ramble on about Civilization. But assuming you're not going to do that, maybe I'll see you tomorrow. Regardless, have a great one. Thank you again, and good night.